Well, hello, this is Anna-Marie Tolman, and I want to welcome you in the last one of our three-step video series about money breakthrough. And this one is about action steps. I hope you have seen the other two videos, one about really making your vision, and the other one about releasing any limiting beliefs or limiting myths that you have adopted into your own awareness about money. This one really goes into action steps, how to have some easy flowing action steps around changing what you have been doing with money. The first two ones I want to emphasize for a moment though are vital. And actually, money is something I will tell you, most of us have not mastered in our lives. So as we go through this process, as you've done through this process, and as you will go through making new habits and changing your life, you will find that more and more you will have new ideas and new awarenesses and new ways of doing things. And I would like you to invite you to be open to that. So after you have these three steps, I hope you will implement them in your life and then continue your learning because it truly never ever stops. Okay, so hang on, see this video. At the end of the video, I have an extra surprise for you. And I also want you at this point to also open yourself up to doing more of the action steps that are required to actually change your money story. Okay, so let's dive into it. Let's take a deep breath and let's look for at least three positive practices to how you can change everything in your life. Okay? The first one is let's party. Okay? That is the first one that I love, and a lot of it comes from a book that I also want to mention. It's called Money: A Love Story by Kate Northrup. She has put some wonderful principles in there. So if you want to continue your learning about this, also look at her book as well. But let's party. That's the one thing I would love for you to do. Make a celebration around money. Often, most of us, when we have problems with our money story and when we look at money, we have all this anxiety and all this fear coming up. And why would we do things that are fearful to us, that we don't like, that are hard and difficult for us, right? We really don't want to do that. But if you are getting in the habit of making a good thing of it, it becomes easier. So I've done dance moves. I've just been dancing a lot before I look at my money. I've been getting an extra yummy dessert while I was looking at money. I've been saying to myself, this is really setting myself up for success and really getting in the mindset of this is going to be good. Now, even when you have fears coming up around that, if you have like if that kind of idea of making a party around money brings kind of a knot in your stomach, I would invite you to also look into that. And there's a method for that, and it's really walking with your fears. And that's something I would love to share for you as well. But it takes a little more than 10 minutes. So for now, I really just want you to focus on taking a deep breath into that area and saying it's okay. And then go back to having a party. If you consistently focus in a positive way on your money, it will change your life. It will really change your life. So the first thing I want you to do is not avoid it anymore, but really sit down with it and start looking at it and start getting ideas around how to change it. Because no matter how far you are in debt, there are ways to change it. And it will not be done overnight. I'm not saying that. But it can be done. And the first thing is to get really real about it and to really see what is really truly going on. And I'm going to do this, okay, to have that party with your money. There are more in-depth methods. And again, that's something I'd love for you to work on, but we can't do that right now. But just know that there are methods around for you to really change that money story. This one is the second recommendation that I always put out, and that is to track it. So the first one is to have a celebration about whenever you're going to look at money, and do that consistently and do it on a consistent way. Do it once a day, once a week. That's often kind of the minimum. Once you go to once a month, it can be done, but not often. You got to have a lot of things set up in the right way to do that. And a lot of us who have troubles with money actually don't. So look at it if you can once a day and at a minimum once a week. If you do it daily, it becomes easier and easier. I can say that. So track it. Track and make it simple. This is my tracking sheet, And that's what I started out with. And it's very simple. I put my date, I put the income that I got for that week from my practice, put my bank balance there, I put how many client conversations that I had, because client conversation is my way of generating income in my coaching practice, and how many new clients I was either talking to or I had talked to that day. That was very vital for me. And this was just a daily thing I did. And some of times this didn't change, right? It doesn't always, or it became more negative or more in terms of I had more expenses than income. That's okay. At least I became aware of it. The client conversations, because they are so vital for me and my income, is something I do track every day. And the same thing with new clients. That's something very important to me as well. It's that easy. Now, these columns will probably change for you because depending on your practice and your business, it can become much more advanced than this, or it can be as simple as this. You could have 10 columns here, you could have 2 columns here. For some of you, just putting a date and an income may be enough. Just to become more aware of that. Just to do that. Just to make it so simple that just the date and the income is there. Can make a huge, huge difference in what you do. So that's my second practice. So the first one was that's party. Second one, track it. Okay? And then really quickly, the third one is upgrade your self-talk. Wake up. Okay? Wake up to what you truly want to do. For this one, I made you a recording. And it's a recording that talks really, if you could listen to that recording about every single day in the morning and once in the evening, and it's around 10 minutes, so it's not that long, you would change your life. I promise you would change your life. It's a recording that asks you to do exactly the process that we've talked about. It asks you to refocus on your vision. It asks you to release any negative or myths or stories that do not serve you anymore. And then it asks you for 1 or 2 actions to do that day to change your life. It is that simple. If you do that in the morning, you will find that you will have a true action plan for the day. And it doesn't have to be that big. If you are so much with that vision and you have a true desire to get there, then often only 1 or 2 phone calls will be it. That's all you have to do. Because value, I've always said, is being times doing. So if you increase your being and your feelings around, and positive feelings and serving feelings around money, you will have to do a lot less. You always have to do. You cannot do without doing. You always have to draw it back into your field, into your energy field, and do it. But remember that it doesn't have to be that much. I also recommend to do the same recording at night because we do a lot of processing in the evening, especially as we sleep. There's a lot of processing going on. So if you have some kind of ideas about in the morning, in the evening, what you would like to accomplish that week or that month, it really helps to get that into your awareness. Okay? For many of us, we do prayers in the morning and the evening, and I don't think that's for nothing either. If you can connect that morning and evening and really put your vision in there, even in your prayers, it will make a huge difference in your life as well. And do the action step. Always, always do the action step. It's that easy. Okay? So here we are. The 3 actions. Party around money, track it, and listen to a recording every day. You can also make your own recording, but I'm giving this to you right now in another email. It's going to come out, and there's also a link in here that you can follow as well. So listen to that. Okay? Change your money story. Change your money story. The recording will be given to you as well, but change your money story. Really, you can change your money story. It is possible. It really, really, really is possible. Okay? What is next? It really is going back to the beginning. It's really sorry, it's not going back to the beginning. What is next is doing it. Is really making a change. Really changing what you're doing. And actually doing it. Okay? These steps have given you some intro ideas. I hope they have helped. If you want to have more information, if you want to have more guidance, I invite you to do a breakthrough session with me. You can go to my website, annemarietolman.com, and there is a tab there, and there's a site for a free breakthrough session with me, where we look even more into your personal money breakthrough and what you need to do to create that wonderful six-figure practice that you truly desire. Because this is only the beginning, right? Changing your money story from lack to that abundant feeling is truly the beginning. But with that change in feeling how you feel about money and with the vision you have created, you can now step into what you really want to create. And it can be a very easy process. That's why I do this first with my clients. I almost always do this first. There are sometimes some pressing issues that come that we need to deal with first. But very, very early on in the process when I work with my clients, either one-on-one or with a group or however I work with them, I do this. We look at the money story and we change it. Because once abundance comes into your life, it comes in every single way. It comes in how you feel about yourself, about your business, about your family. It changes your life. It truly changes your life. So here's my invitation to you. Listen to this recording. Change your life. And if you feel called to do more, if you want and have a true desire to really break through this and to make your life the best it can ever be, and to make a massive income and impact while you're doing that, then schedule another session with me and I'd be happy to talk to you. Okay, I hope this helped. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening whenever you listen to this, and I hope we'll talk soon. Thanks, Ez.